AM 1430 KRGI 105.5 FM. Good morning. I'm Brian Gallagher. We have guests online today from Central District Health Department. John Amanjo's been with us before. We'll bring in Amy Darris to talk about RSV. First, welcome. It's good to have you both here.
Thanks for having us. We're glad to be here.
Thank you.
I get to talk about this, so I might as well say it once, and they'll go ahead and abbreviate it. Respiratory syncytial virus. RSV. I can't even say it, and I've been practicing. All right, we'll call it RSV. I'll let you take over from here. Why are we talking about RSV right now?
So we're talking about RSV today. It's kind of out of season, but our numbers are really high. So we just kind of wanted to talk to everybody about it, and so they know what symptoms to watch out for and how it's spread. And so Amy will talk to you guys about that.
Amy, tell me a little bit first. What is RSV? Describe it to me.
So it's RSV is found in the respiratory tract. It's
a virus that causes like cold-like symptoms.
Airborne exposure, usually when you cough, talk, or sneeze. These droplets can travel usually just about 3 feet before they drop to the ground.
Sounds very similar to some of the warning signs we've heard about COVID over the last year and a half. And with COVID still being around, especially with the new variants, we don't need to add anything else to our warning list. But let's face it, it's out there, and the infection rate right now for RSV is pretty high.
It is high. We've seen it unusually high for this time of year. RSV is more common in children, over the winter time. But now we're seeing it statewide. The rates have really increased. So when you have COVID and you have RSV, I mean, although the symptoms may be similar, what you want to watch for, COVID and RSV both have, you can have mild symptoms, but what we want is people to watch out for when those symptoms get more severe, so that they can follow up with their healthcare provider accordingly.
Is this something that is treatable based on the current strains that we've seen?
Well, since it's a virus, I mean, it's going to be those interventions of, kind of like cough medicine, maybe breathing treatments, oxygen if it gets to that point. But, some children and adults that are getting RSV do end up hospitalized. And so that's one thing that we want people to watch for. Is, if they're really kids or adults are having trouble breathing, they're really sleepy or really irritable. And that's, once it's moved past the runny nose, congestion, or cough, that's when they really need to be watching and follow up with their healthcare provider.
RSV is a respiratory virus that infects the lungs and breathing passages. It is prevalent across the state. It's not quite as high as an infection rate right now as COVID, but it's getting close, so it's something that deserves our attention. If folks have questions about any of this, wondering about treatment options or what they should do for someone in their family if they suspect this is an issue, what should they do to find out more?
So they can call any of the nurses here at the health department. The number to reach them at is 308-385-5175.
John Amanjo and Amy Darris from Central District Health Department with the latest on RSV. Be prepared, because we need to be aware of that too. John and Amy, thanks, and stay safe.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Good morning from AM 1430 KRGI 105.5 FM.